Alright guys, Robbie T, giving you a quick video from my home office here in Houston, Texas. You're going to see a video here in a second by the president and founder of our company, Harlan Stonecipher, about why every American needs to start their own business, whether it's something you do on the side. Most people are working at a part-time job. The economy is in chaos. People losing their jobs left and right. You should watch this video. It was broadcast live today, and I recorded it here on my phone. It's not the best quality, but it was live, so take a look, and I urge everyone just to watch it and just to know why you should own your own business in these troubled times we're having. Alright guys, this is the website we're going to. You know, it's why every American should own their own business. There's a video here, and I'm going to be recording it through my phone. It's not going to be the best quality, but yeah, you know, why everyone should own their own business. So check it out and tell me what you think.
Team member Brian Carruthers, please go ahead, sir.
Well, thank you, operator, and good evening. Welcome to everyone joining us for tonight's very unique event. We know there's going to be several thousand people watching this via streaming video on the internet, as well as several more thousand joining us via special conference call, and even in boardrooms, ballrooms, and living rooms all across the United States and Canada. And it's my privilege to introduce the host of tonight's event. Harlan Stonecipher founded Prepaid Legal Services in 1972, and the idea to offer legal service membership, it occurred to him after a serious car accident in 1869. While he had plans in place for his health, life, and automobile, he had nothing for the legal bills that accumulated from the accident. Over the past 38 years, he built this idea into a remarkable success story. Today, his company is publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange and counts over 1.5 million families, over 4 million individual lives as members. The prepaid legal sales force numbers over 400,000, and the network of law firms he is providing the product to members is the largest in the world. His goal has always been twofold: to number one, level the playing field, level the legal playing field for everyday citizens, and in doing so, change the lives of individuals who use and sell the prepaid legal membership. The independent publication Insurance Letter has recognized him as one of the 100 most powerful people in North American insurance industry, and on the cover of the money section of USA Today featured him and his impact as one of the top 3 publicly held companies still ran by its founder. In 2002, he was named Ernst & Young's Southwest Master Entrepreneur of the Year, and earlier this year was recognized as one of Oklahoma's most admired CEOs by the Journal-Record newspaper. He has served as a board member for both the Oklahoma and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The list of organizations and publications that have recognized and honored him is far too long to list in this introduction. In summation, he is a champion of the business world and an advocate of the free enterprise system. He has frequently been sought out by decision makers and politicians from the local level and to the White House for his input. With the economic recession causing many companies to lay off and cut salaries, there is a beacon light out there. Harlan Stonecipher has proven by his track record that he can impact your financial situation, as he has already helped many thousands of individuals and families so far. It is my pleasure to introduce the founder, chairman of the board of Prepaid Legal Services, Mr. Harlan Stonecipher.
Thank you very much, Brian. Hello, Prepaid Associates. I want to thank each of you for joining us today, and I want you to know that you're the most important people in the world to me and to all of us here at the Prepaid Home Office. We're here in the boardroom, and many of our top people are here with me this evening for this event. But you're the folks that make it happen, the Prepaid Associates out in the field. And a special welcome to all of our guests. The topic that I'm going to be talking about today is, why do I feel that every North American should own their own business, even if they have a full-time job? Again, let me repeat that. Why do I feel that every North American should own their own business, even if they have a full-time job? And I'll answer that with another question. Would everyone agree that as far as the economy of our nation is concerned, these are uncertain times? And I think all of you would agree to that. I know that you've seen on television, you've read in the newspaper articles about the layoffs, companies going out of business, downsizing, etc. In fact, I have in front of me just very recent articles about companies that are laying off people now, expect to lay off more in the next 12 months. Merck, which is one of the big drug makers, plans to lay off about 15% of their workers. That's going to be about 15,000 people, and they're going to do that over the next 2 years. Wells Fargo, a company that Randy and Steve were well familiar with, but they're having a huge layoff. Will cut about 2,800 employees from its 14,000-person Wells Fargo financial unit, and will most likely cut further 1,000 in the next 12 months, the bank said in a statement. So we're hearing that, we're seeing it, and it's continuing. And I would ask you that's on the listening or watching the show tonight, do you know of someone who's been laid off? You know of someone who's been laid off this year, or maybe it was last year that were laid off? And let me ask you this, do you think that some of those people that were laid off this year, some of those people were laid off last year, some of these people haven't yet been able to find a job? And I can tell you the answer to that is yes. According to the ABC News, millions of Americans in the past year, from Wall Street bankers to Detroit's automakers, have lost their jobs. And it's a result of the financial crisis that this nation is in. And notice that the report said these millions of workers lost their jobs as a result of the financial crisis. It did not say they lost their jobs because of something they did or did not do. They lost their job because of something over which they had no control. There's nothing I can think of that would be more frustrating or bring about a feeling of helplessness than to be involved in a situation over which you have no control. I think all you'd agree, if you're involved in a situation that impacts and affects you, but you have no control over the outcome, that's a very helpless situation. And let me tell you why that so many people today are trying to find a job. They never took steps or action to take control of their future. They were willing to leave their future in the hands of someone else. And that is what you do when you work for someone else. You know, a lot of people's attitude may have been, well, my employer will always take care of me. Well, I would ask anyone that's watching this show tonight, do you know of an employer that did not always take care of you? And I'm sure all of you do. And the point that I want to make today is as long as you work for someone else, that someone else is in control of your future. I hope you agree with that. At this time, I'm going to reintroduce to you Brian Carruthers that you just heard from. He's a $1 million income earner. He is a millionaire club member, and about every other honor that we offer, Brian has won that honor. Brian, I'd like for you to talk with our folks for just a few minutes about why you joined Prepaid.
Well, thank you very much, and absolutely. You know, the reason why I started this business is probably the most pressing thing I hope everybody will think about tonight, because when the person sharing this information with me asked me this why question, I tried to blow it off and get right to asking him how to start making money. But I'm forever thankful that he did not let that go. He pressed me for an answer, and a very deep answer. He wouldn't accept to make $20,000 a month, or to make $1 million, or to get wealthy. He asked, why did I want that? What would I change in my life if I had that much money? He wanted to know what my dreams were. I had to think hard and crystallize these vague pictures in my head and make them strikingly clear, and then I shared them with him, and then he proclaimed